This is Michael with Digital T-Shirt Shop, and it's January 27th. Hello, this is Michael. So today, I'm just going to kind of recap a little bit about a vlog post for today. So I had my mother-in-law come print some shirts yesterday. She printed a couple dozen shirts. I had this morning the climate was better in here, about 45% humidity, 70 degrees when I walked in this morning. So we're probably doing a little bit better on the settings, except for it's so cold outside and so much humidity upstairs. I'm getting condensation on the windows upstairs, so I need to play with that just a little bit more, trying to keep more of the humidity down here. And aside from that, so we're going to go ahead and hook everything up again today and print some shirts, and I can do some videos of those once I do those as we kind of go through this testing process. And other than that, I don't have a lot to do or say. Now, the focus of this year is the third-party printing, but at the same time I've got this new equipment going on that we're trying to see if we can build and expand our business upon. To the third-party printing on Spreadshirt is the primary site that we've got most of our art on. So far we are at a whole $2 still that we've earned. One item's all we've sold, $2 is all we've made. I could have about 1,400 images, and I'll tell you, just the way I'm feeling about it right now is a lack of motivation. Okay. You know, as I was going into it, I'm thinking, yes, I'm going to put it on, And I've got a lot of art still that I could put on before I even start trying to draw things specifically for that. But I'll tell you right now, I am really feeling a lack of motivation because I'm not selling anything. And it is hard to put a whole bunch of time and effort into something that you just are not selling anything of. There's number one. I do have a thought related to that before I get to the other ones, merch by Amazon, that I've got items on. So with relation to that, I've had kind of going through my mind a little bit of a plan. Maybe I could take two of those sites, two Spreadshirt sites, one focusing on just the clip art I have. How much can I sell of just the clip art I have? Number two, doing a little bit of research. What's the best seller? Putting a little bit of effort into better art, and then putting those things on there, and then seeing how the two do. So I could take, for example, I've got thousands of pieces of clip art that I could put on Spreadshirt. And they're varying degrees of quality. A lot of them are focused on two niches. One niche is travel, one niche is LDS missions, and then I've got the third niche would just be kind of just universal sayings and quotes and things like that. But the two biggest niches I have are the travel t-shirts and the mission t-shirts. And I could just dump those on there. I can just keep dumping and dumping and dumping, put them all on there. But it takes a considerable amount of time and expense putting those on there when you consider the volume of items to put on there. Now, so if I put the volume of items on there and I don't sell anything, and I put all that time and expense into that, I mean, at $2 a month, I'm never going to make my money back on what in time or resources that I put into that. Now I do have a feeling that down the road they will start to sell, and they will never sell if they are never on there. But I will tell you, deeply frustrating. So I've got to dig a little bit deeper to get to the point where it's like, okay, I'm going to put more effort into it. Now, flipping the coin to the inverse. Let's say I go do a little bit more research into merch by Amazon, well, into just Amazon trends and bestsellers in general. I do some investigating into some of these other sites and what are the best sellers on these other sites, and then I try to develop some more crafted products that I'm going to put on there. Maybe I pay for some designing, maybe I put more time and effort into designing them myself, and then I turn around and put those on there and see which ones sell better. With the amount of time and effort I put into one, and them maybe selling better versus the time and effort I put into the other, and even though I put a lot of time and effort into them not selling. And I guess my idea, what I've always had with it, is that just the breadth is going to hit keywords, the breadth is going to have interest, and I'm going to, because of the breadth, sell a number. But that's obviously not the case because I'm not selling them. Now granted, it's only been a month and a half, but it's still deeply troubling and frustrating. Okay, so I may do that. I may start a second site. I may put more focus and attention into the art. Merch by Amazon, I'm still at a goose egg as well. I've not sold anything on there. I've taken some of my best sellers, I've converted them to white images on dark shirts, and I put them on Merch by Amazon, and I'm still not selling anything either. So and looking at the merch looking at Amazon, there are a couple things that float to the top that appear to be pretty popular ones. The chicken butt shirt. Guess what chicken butt? I did make one of those, but I haven't put it on yet. I drew a different chicken than the chickens that are on there already, and I kind of phrased. I did actually two different phrasings. One is just guess what, and with an arrow pointing to its butt. It's a distressed image. The other one is, it says look at my, and points to the chicken butt. Look at my chicken butt. I guess it could be interpreted look at my butt or look at my chicken butt. So either or. And I don't know, I put that one on Amazon, Merch by Amazon already. The other I didn't put on. The chicken butt one is like number 5, the best seller on Amazon, the guess what chicken butt. But I think it's like a $6 t-shirt, so it's super cheap. I think it's even got prime shipping at that $6 price, and there's no way I could even come close to matching that. So not at the price that I've got to sell it for on Merch by Amazon. So it's a long shot there. Anyways, but those are kind of some of the things going on. 0 goose egg Merch by Amazon, $2 on Spreadshirt. Deeply troubling and frustrating. So I am going to dig deep for some motivation and some willpower to keep pushing forward, and we'll see what happens. So would love to have you subscribe to Digital T-Shirt Shop, and we'll talk later. Bye.